Hello. Hi there, everybody. Hi there. Welcome to spending quality time with your girl, Eposi Ziton. Today, I'm going to be talking about two ideas. One, cheating ourselves of time. The second, priority. Well, when we talk about the idea of stealing time from yourself, what are we talking about? Now, let's get started. When we talk about the whole idea of cheating yourself of time, is because, we live a life where we don't know a timeline. We're living in a world where today is promised, tomorrow is not promised. The only day actually which is promised is the day before. Even today is not promised, I'm sorry. So we live in a world where we don't know what God has for us. We don't know why we are here. We keep breaking our heads and hitting our minds to find out what our purpose is. So we live a life where nothing is certain. And for that reason, we have to be careful so we don't help to cheat ourselves of time. Because it's almost like you might say you've lived a life where you've lived for 100 years. Meanwhile, 20 of those years, you just let people steal that from you. Or you help to steal yourself of that time. Because instead of doing things that are worthwhile, you keep on doing things which are not beneficial, things that are not necessary. Well, my main idea for doing this thing of cheating ourselves of time is about the circles that we keep. We live in a world today that people say, oh, that's my circle, she's in my circle, you are not in my circle. But think about it. If you have to keep a circle, it should be people that make you worthwhile, people that help you to build you, people that make sense being around you. Not just keeping a circle because, well, these people look good, these people are nice, when we hang out. You should think about the fact that are they making a contribution to your life? Because life, like everybody knows, everybody says life is too short. But do we use the things that we have around us? So when we leave Earth, we can say that even if you lived for a couple of years, you had a good time. You made worthwhile of the time. You lived your purpose. You did things that you think were profitable and beneficial to you and those around you. That goes to the idea of us even helping to cheat other people of their time. Some of us are just haters, negative people. We come around people just to suck up their time instead of being contributory to their success and their growth. And as individuals, we have to watch ourselves, look at ourselves keenly, and make sure that we don't surround ourselves with people that are just in our lives to steal time from us. One example is somebody who calls you all the time to gossip. Yeah, we all do have our circles, people that love us, people that call us all the time to check on us, to advise us, to guide us. But when these people start wanting to carry only gossips with you about somebody else's life, what's going on in somebody else's home, that's when you should start asking yourself, are these people the right people around me? Are they around me to steal time from me? Or are they around me to help me find my purpose and enjoy the time that I have here on earth? Because, for example, I know people that have friends that they say, oh, every time I'm around them, all they do is just to make me upset. Why do you have to be with somebody like that? I always say that anybody that sucks up even 1 hour of sleep from you, that person is stealing your time. We have to work so hard to make sure that we don't keep people around us who help to steal our time. We should keep people around us that are healthy people, people that when they call us, we know they're calling us to contribute. They're calling us to guide us. They're calling us because they want to understand what we're going through. They want to understand how they can be of help. Not just calling us because they want to talk about somebody else's story. Like I said, nobody's an island. It's a good thing. We all love juicy stories. So it's okay if once in a while a girlfriend says, hot topic in town. Do you know this is what's happening in the streets? I think all of us like that. I'm not going to stand here and say that sometimes I don't enjoy to understand what's going on in town. But it shouldn't be an everyday topic. Every time this person calls you, you pick up the phone, it's about somebody's story. It's about somebody's life. It's about condemning somebody, judging, criticizing, and making it seem as they have a perfect life and everybody else's life is terrible. People like that, we need to look at ourselves, look at them, and say, do I really need you in my life? Because there's a saying that says, some people are in your life for a reason, for a season, and for a lifetime. So as a human being, we should be able to look at the circle around us and check those who are there for a reason and make sure that you exhaust every reason that they are in your life for. And those who are there for a season, you have to be able to say, did they come because I got a new job and they are in my life because we are in this job together, but when I'm out of this job, that is it. For those who come for a lifetime, you're going to be able to identify who they are, because anybody that contributes in a positive way in your life where you cannot afford to lose them, you cannot afford to be without them, those are people that are there for a lifetime, because it's almost like they are your pillar. You need them for support. Without them, you feel like you're falling. Those are the kind of people that you say, you know what, I cannot afford to be without them. I need them all the time in my life. And people like that, when you offend them, don't be too proud to go to them and say, please, I don't want to strain our friendship. I don't want to strain my family relationship with you. I want us to figure out how we can get to a better place. And when they talk about people being in your life for a lifetime, even in a job place, you can come across somebody that you just met them in a job place, but every time that they talk to you, every time that you need support, they are there for you. That might be somebody who is there for a lifetime. And like I say, you'll be able to identify by your own body instinct those who are there for a lifetime. And those who are there just for a reason, you'll be able to identify, because maybe because you were looking for a job and they were the ones to direct you to go get that job. Maybe because you're in the hospital, you're about to have a baby, they are there to support you to be able to have that baby. Maybe because you are in a situation, you need information about your city that you just moved in, and a neighbor decide to offer you that assistance to take you around. They might be there just for that reason. And for those who are there just for a season, it might be something that you decided to maybe travel and have to spend maybe a month or a couple of months in an area, and somebody in that area decides to be there for you one way or the other. That might just be their reason to be in your life just for that season. And sometimes it could also be somebody that you need because your kids need some kind of support, maybe a babysitter, a maid, so they are just in your life for that season. And when you don't need them no more, adios, you're never going to see them again. I'll tell you a story. When I just came to the US, I was having a problem with my car, because we all know when you come to a country like this, it's baby steps. You're starting all over. You're starting like a newborn baby. So I had an old raggedy car that it was just to take me to point A and point B. So one day I went to a shopping center. There's a store that they call Aldi's. I went there to do a little bit of shopping. And when I came out, I started my car. This car will not start. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do now? I tried to, just beckon one or two people, and they just passed like they didn't even care. And that's America for you. A lot of people are scared. Not that they don't want to help, but they don't know who you are, what your intentions are. So nobody really wanted to help me. And this guy, older guy, maybe close to 60s or maybe late 50s, walked to me and said, honey, do you need help? And I said, yeah, my car is not starting. And he said, do you know if it's the starter or the transmission? I said, when it comes to cars, I have no idea. My husband does everything that comes to our cars. And the guy was like, okay, can you please open? Let me see your battery. When he checked my battery, he figured that my car just needed to be jump-started. So he started the car, but he said, you know what? The fact that this battery keeps dying, he asked me, how many times has this happened? I said, maybe like 2-3 times of recent. And he said, okay, I'll help you. Let's go to the mechanic directly opposite this shopping center. It was a Jiffy Lube. So we went there, and I said, I don't have money. He said, don't worry about the money. He called the mechanic, said, take the car inside, check what's going on, and please help me to fix it. And I said to him, oh my God, how am I going to pay you? And I said, maybe, can you give me your number so my husband can call you? I said, you're such a nice person, and maybe you can be like a family friend. And he said, no. He said, no, don't worry about my number. He said, they've told me what the problem is. And then he explained everything to me, and he said, I'm going to pay for it. And I said, are you sure? He said, yeah, I'm going to pay for it. And I was like, oh my God, good people still do exist in this world. And he said, oh, you're right about that. He said, at my age, I know that there are some people that you're going to meet just for a reason. He said, I was going to my doctor's and I was running late. When I called to say that I'm running late, they said, no, they're only going to reschedule me. They cannot take me in. He said, so I decided that I was just going to run to Aldi's, get a few fruits, and go back home. So fortunately for you, I was out here. He said, so for me, the reason I came out was because of you, because I really did not need the fruit so bad. I had a few fruits at home, but because I was already dressed, I decided I'm not just going to stay home. I'm going to, just go around the shop. He said, so you are the reason that made me come out today. He said, I'm a very strong believer of destiny. So I think I've done my job. And I said, thank you so much. Let me tell you, those are the people that came into your life for a reason. He was just the one to help me get my car started and to help me fix my car because I was broke. I needed money, you know, and to be honest, there's no way I would have been able to fix that car anytime soon. I would have just kept jump starting it, you know, but he changed the battery, and I think there was some other issues that the car had. They fixed it and he paid for it, and I've never seen him. And he told me there are some people that are going to come into your life and you're never going to see them again. He said, I'm one of those people. You should be able to identify those who are there for a reason, those who are there for a season, and those who are there for a lifetime. So when we talk about don't let people steal your time, and you also don't steal people's time. If you realize that you're not contributing to somebody's life positively, or somebody's not contributing to your life positively, and somebody, every time they come around you, they suck your energy. They are just some kind of a negative energy. Please let them go. It doesn't hurt. You can keep them in a distance. Hello, hi, how you doing? But they don't have to be that close to be able to steal your time. Now, we're running out of time, so I'm going to just touch the idea of priority. When we talk about priority, we live in a world where a lot of us came to the US to look for a better life. We came to the US because we figured this was a land of plenty. So when we come here, we can be able to gather something for ourselves and our families. But I tell you what, being in the US is a very difficult road. It's a road where a lot of people are not honest, a lot of people are not transparent, so they give a wrong illusion of being in the US. Like I said earlier, when you come to the US, or when you go abroad, it's like you're starting life all over. It's like a newborn baby. For some strange reason, I cannot understand how we make it abroad. Because it's almost like back where you come from, you have support system. Here, it's like you are alone. Especially for some of us who came here without having any sibling or immediate family member. It's like you're starting life all over. Well, when we talk about priorities, this is one place that people think like they are running a race with somebody. But for me, today, I'm trying to inform everybody that life, we don't know why we are here, how long we're going to be here. Some of us might be lucky to understand what our purpose is, but don't try to be someone else. Stay being who you are, and don't try to fit in. Don't try to want to be somebody else. Priority is the whole idea of what works for you, what is good for you, what is important to you. And that's why we shouldn't be thinking somebody is not good enough because they don't have a kind of home, because they don't have the kind of car that we're driving. It's all about priority. You both can have the same job, but this person might have other priorities, things that are more important to them. A house might not be a priority to them, depending on their background, depending on their own mindset. So you having a wonderful home might not be something that is important for them. Just like I talk about when we come abroad, you know, we want to do stuff for ourselves and our families. Some people, their priority is to build mansions where they come from. Some people just want a good life, just want to experience how to live good and enjoy life. That's their priority. You don't have to judge them because you don't know their timeline. You don't know why God sent them here on earth. So it's okay if that's their priority. Some people might be here on earth because they are here to support others. So if for some reason they are not having that wonderful car or that beautiful home, you don't know why they are here, and you don't know what they're doing with their money. It's all about them doing what works for them and doing what makes them happy and satisfied. So I'm not going to go deep into this whole idea of priority because this is one of the topics that I have a lot to talk about. So today I'm just going to give like an opening. It's almost like a prelude to the whole idea of priority. I'm going to have another show that is going to be purely on priority, where I'm going to try to expose what goes on here in the US and how people are so quick to judge, so quick to condemn, so quick to think they are doing better than others, so quick to think that they are making all the right choices. We live in a world where we don't know why we are here. We don't know our timeline. We don't know why people are in the circumstance that they are in. We don't know people's backgrounds. Some people are the breadwinners of their whole family. So don't judge nobody if they are not making the same choices as you. Well, it's getting very heated. It's always nice spending quality time with you all. And bye for now.